Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here and Charlie. And what do you got to say for yourself, Charlie? How are you today? Are you good? Are you in the chair? Oh, poor Charlie. What are you doing, Charlie? Huh? And then we got Nixie right down here. There's Noodle. And then you got Missy Mama right there, right? And the cat is way in the back where you can't see him. Right, Charlie? Oh, poor Charlie. Come on, Charlie. Come here. Come on. You're coming. Come on, come on. Come on. Oh boy, what a big boy you are. Oh yes, you're gonna lay down right there by the mama. Okay, now you're laying right there by the mama. How are you, Charlie? He says it's been raining hard all day. It's just still drizzling a little bit, but it's been raining hard. I got buckets and everything else in the hallway here, and those absorbent pads and stuff. Uh, you know, because the skylights are leaking, and they're not fixed yet. Though he's working on it, and he just ran out of time yesterday, and he made the frame, but then he used liquid nails, and that's got to set. So, but it's progress. He really worked his butt off yesterday. Anyway, it's August 3rd. 2017. It is Thursday afternoon. It is 3:49 p.m. Let's do the weather before I forget. I'm getting a little off my format lately. Let's see. It is 77 degrees. Real feel is 86. The high will only be 80. The low will be 75. And like I said, it's supposed to rain and have thunderstorms from today through Sunday as part of that tropical storm. Uh, we're not getting the worst of it, so we're lucky, you know. Let's see, what else do I have? Yesterday, Brad was off, and I did the video showing the hats, and then we got the hats ready, and we mailed that off. It should be there next Wednesday to Idaho Aid for Friends. Next month is Montana, and I'm still taking hat donations and yarn donations. So, if you feel that you have an abundance of yarn, or you find some real cheap, or you want to make some hats and throw them my way, that's all great. I get a little bit more light on this subject. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. So anyway, so yeah, we went and did that. We went into town, and we stopped at the post office, mailed that, and I did get a few packages in. I got in a few essential oils, and now what I do with the essential oils is I use it in my tart burner. Like I said, I try to use even my wax melt very frugally. And since I used to make candles and wax melts, I know what's involved. But so the first day I used, because it's a bigger wax melter, I used 2 new cubes, um, and um, then the second day I used either some what I call candle crumbles, the bottom of the candle, I crumble that up and put it in a Ziploc bag and label it. And if I don't have that though, I like to use a few drops of essential oil to extend those wax melts one more day. And so I did get in a few last night that I used for that purpose. I got in the lemon, and I think these were like under $5 a bottle on eBay, and they're real good. It's by Brew. You see right there. So I got in the lemon, and this is uh, 0.5 fluid ounce. I got in ginger. I got in clove, and I got in the grapefruit, because I really love the smell of grapefruit, though I don't like to eat it or drink it. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. So anyway, my thinking is, if I'm using my stuff, all fall into 3 categories for me. It's either the eucalyptus or it's a fruit scent or it's a bakery scent. So the lemon and the grapefruit are great to extend that fruit scent a little bit, another day. And the clove and the ginger are wonderful for bakery scents. So, that's great. Plus, I have some essential oils. Let's see. I have orange. I have tea tree, which is wonderful. I have lemongrass, which I really enjoy. I have eucalyptus, of course. Let's see. I have peppermint. And what's the other one? Lavender. Plus, then, my good friend Michelle. Just love that lady to death. She's such a wonderful friend. Um, she got me this respiratory ease. And this is by Eden's Garden. Right there. But respiratory ease, and it really works. This is all on a roller ball. This is safe to put on your skin. And I really love it. And I just use it, I just kind of dab a little bit here and there. And then I have one in back just for sleep time. And she said that you put it on the bottom of your feet. And I do that. And I'm out like a light when I use that. I have this Be Happy one that she sent me. Come on. Come on. Focus. Anyway, it said Be Happy. You can go into Eden's Garden. It's EDENS and then Gardens. And then they have Calm 'Em Down too, which is a really nice one. I've used that one before too. I keep these 3 out here because I use them out here, and then I have the sleep one in back, of course. So anyway, that's my whole collection of that's my essential oils. But I think I didn't want to buy another set. That one, the smaller one, the orange and stuff, I bought as a set. But I didn't want to get any that I wouldn't actually use. So, I have everything I have I actually use. I'd like to try one of those ones, like the rollerball ones that, like, I think they have one for energy and stuff. I'd like to try that, but, one of these days I will. But I got those in yesterday was my whole point. And then we went to Subway. We used the rest of that one gift card that was a birthday present for kind of both of us. And then we stopped at CVS because, let me roll my eyes. We got there Tuesday night. Okay, CVS, and I'm sure all of you guys know this, will either text you or call you or send you an email when you have refills that you need to have done, if you want. So Brad has them text him. So they text him Saturday night, and they asked, did I want my lisinopril and my potassium refill? He responded yes. And so then we went Tuesday night, because we were in town doing groceries and stuff anyway, to pick him up. Oh, they didn't have anything for him. Well, then she checked, and, well, it's because they need to be 90-day refills now, according to our insurance, which we knew, and we've been trying to get them to do that. And so, they needed to, fax in order with the doctor, which they didn't bother to do, and they didn't bother to call us, and that's why there was nothing. Well, that was kind of a problem because the potassium I take is not your standard potassium that you take in the store. It's let's see, it is. I can show you this. This is what it is. Potassium chloride, extended release, 750 milligrams each. And I take 4 of those a day. I have to with the amount of water pills I have to take every day. Well, they had put it and given me half the amount. So instead of having 360 of those capsules, I had 180. So we didn't know it till we got home because we stopped yesterday to get those finally. And so now Brad's going to have to mess with them on that, But So yeah, we end up just going in town doing that kind of stuff. Took the big dog with us. He was all happy. He finally got to go for an R. We can't say the word because he'll get too excited, you know. But he was very happy that, and it took just him. He needed some one-on-one time. You know, it's so hard with your pets, always playing that balancing act because if I'm paying more attention to Nixie or Missy, then Charlie gets his nose a little out of joint. But then you gotta get some alone time with him. I try to get alone time with each one of them every day, you know. And it's really hard when they've been abused by previous owners because, like Nixie, I'm afraid to get after her too much because something bad has happened to her in the past. And it was by a woman. It took a couple years before she warmed up to me, and now I can't get her off me normally. But like last night, it was raining and thundering, so she wanted to be right back there at the foot of my bed, where I couldn't even stand up. And I'm trying to change all my bedding. But Brad went back there to help me, you know, basically drag her away. And you know, you shouldn't corner a scared dog. And she went to almost bite him. Then she realized, oh, you know, that's my owner. I can't do that. She was licking him, and it's like, yeah, it's not a good idea to corner a scared dog ever. So, but I feel so bad because you have to get after her because you can't move, you know, which all she wants is you. And so, you know, as soon as I got the bed made stuff, I had him let her go so she could come right back. And then I had to, you know, she likes to get right between my legs. Well, she's sitting on the floor, so right between my feet, basically, underneath this desk, and then just kind of plant herself, glue herself to me, you know. And you got to kind of cross your legs in front of her, and then she feels safe and stuff. So, you know, I feel bad for her, but Brad said the other day, he goes, I think she might love you more than she does me now because I'm home with her more and I've really been working hard with her. Right, Nixie? Now she's in the big chair. That's a pretty noodle girl, huh? Oh, I know. Are you a pretty noodle girl? You're a pretty baby. I know. I had to dry her off with a towel though. It's raining so much that I got up and got dressed and stuff. Brad had just taken them outside and I had to get a towel and dry her off. She does not like to be wet. In fact, I changed how I'm watering my flowers now. I had those two dragon blood begonias sitting on top of their dog cage outside, their kennel, because the direct sunlight, they need partial, and this was direct, and when they were hanging on the hooks, and they were basically kind of burning. Well, I had to move them underneath a shady tree out front because when I watered them, the water's dripping down, and I didn't think it would be that bad. You know, I thought, okay, we'll cool them off. No, I think she really doesn't like it. She's getting wet, and she kind of puts herself in a corner and just kind of huddles there, and it's like that's not good for her. So, you know, I moved that. I was outside watering plants and stuff yesterday. We did get to spend some time outside before it started raining last night. That Brad barbecued that Korean barbecue chicken last night. It was so good. Um, uh, and he had just gotten done right before it started raining. But he made that, and then I made, you know, it's just one of those rice dishes. It was a rice and pasta dish by Nor, and it was a mushroom one, and I added some fresh mushrooms to it when I was cooking it, and then sliced cucumbers, you know, which were really good last night, really refreshing. You know, I'm trying to eat near many pickles now. I, you know, I backed off to one a day now, and I'm like, well, cucumbers are just naked pickles, so you know, and they're cheaper actually. But so what else? That's about it. Oh, I didn't get to tell you guys. I was just telling Linda, and I know I told Sunshine Jennifer Cook. If you haven't checked out her channel, do because she really does a lot of neat crocheting, and she does some 5D and just normal talk. She's a real nice gal. We call her Little Sis. Linda and I do. But she found this wonderful yarn. Now I can't remember what it's called, but it's really I call it an upscale yarn. So a more expensive yarn and stuff. And she found it marked to $1 a skein. These are full skeins. She lucked out. Because I went to Walmart and I'm all excited, right? And I checked the clearance aisle first. No yarn there. Then I checked in the craft section. I did find where they have the clearance yarn. None of it was marked down that much. They did have the Lion brand, the color waves that I love so much, but it was still $3.50 a skein. That one that Sunshine's using, it goes to a thick to a thin yarn, and that's just how it is. It was marked $4 a skein. She got hers for $1 a skein, so she really made a major score. So I didn't buy any of it. I didn't need any of it that bad. And if it had been discounted to $1, I would have stocked up, but no, not at that price. But that's about all we got done yesterday. Like I said, Brad did laundry, and I folded it and put it all away, and then I changed my bedding and stuff. Next week we'll do his. Let's see. Did a lot of little projects around here. I worked on that frame, and then there were a few other things I need to have him, like he's putting away a fan that we're not using now because he bought a new fan a few days before Dollar General closed for the remodel, and it's a medium-sized oscillating fan, round, and that sucker puts out some air now, which is really nice. Because our air conditioner is just working so, but we don't want to have to buy a window unit right now. If we were to buy one, I'd rather wait till dead of winter to buy one when they're a lot cheaper. So, I just wanted to wait. And what else can I tell you guys? So yeah, that was about all yesterday. I did work on a hat for a while and back. I did do my 5D for a bit. That's getting closer and closer to being done, and I'm excited. And I know we have some rope lights coming in because in here, well, I can show you guys. I keep forgetting that you guys are now movable. If you guys see what's happened here, let's see. See that those strands of lights are not working right there, and then it comes over here and they're finally working. Well, over half of this strand now is burned out. The bulbs themselves are burned. They look burned. So that one strand went outside. My big round, they were pink. They were supposed to be purple, but they were pink. But it went out on us, right? So we ordered rope lights. We talked about it, and I told Brad, well, if I could find a good price on it, do you want me just to get like some rope lights? Because I found those to be the most durable outside. We had a set in Wyoming that was up at least 5-6 years. It was around the windows that we never took down, that endured all that kind of weather. He said, yeah. So I found a set which was a good price. It's 50 feet, and it was a warm white light of continuous. It breaks every 3 yards if you want to, or 3 feet if you want to change out colors or something, which we don't care about. But I don't know, it's like $25 free shipping, which is a really good price. So when I was comparing them, so I know those came in, I guess, yesterday, and I think his birthday present is all in. Don't think I told you guys that either. I got him two. His birthday is August 12th. I got him. He'd really been wanting to do some shrimping. But the thing is, I don't think he can do an open cast net the way you have to twist that back. I just really wonder about that. So I got him a couple nets, a couple traps that were not that expensive, actually. They were like $12 free shipping on Amazon. And yeah, you guys can get a chatty video because I really haven't done much in the last couple of days. So yeah, I missed you guys too, by the way. Let me see. I'll pull up this, show you guys what I got him for his birthday. And he knows about it because it's coming in early. I don't really have any place I could even hide anything like that, So I'm trying to see if it's gonna bring up. I want you to, thank you. Okay. If you see this, look, let me show you guys. See that? Look at that price, guys. It was $25.99. They knocked it down. Look at that, to $11.99, free shipping if you have Prime, and it's what's $14 that you save, and that's what it is. That's got zippered pouches there for the bait, and see, look, shrimp, carp, crayfish, crab. See, you just drop that down. So he can drop those down off the pier here or anywhere. And I know there's a lot of crab in his bay because all of the fishermen, you still come in here, if you do, that are, following the regulations, and drop their crab pots. Because you'll see, low tide, you'll see their crab pots, half sticking out of the water and stuff because it's not a very deep bay at all. I mean, it's just not. So I got him two of those. And let's see. And I got him. Come on. I got him this telescoping long fish net. Because being from Wyoming, we just have the short handled ones. And this is for small and medium fish, it said. And then I also got him a pair of these fishing gloves. Because a lot of these fish really have a lot of spines and stuff. And, uh, fish like hardhead catfish and stuff. So, and eels and stuff. So, and stingrays. So I got him a pair of those. Um, and then I got him some split shots, weights, because you need to weight down those uh, fishing nets. So anyway, that's what I got him for his birthday. He was really wanting something like that. So and I wanted to surprise him. But if we were in a normal house, I could have put that stuff away and hid it. But being here, no, I can't. And he brings in the mail anyway, so he would be like right away, "What is it? What is it? What is it?" So, but yeah, the 12th is his birthday. And then the 13th is our wedding anniversary, and it will be our 29th one. So that'll be cool. But for his birthday, I plan on taking him to his favorite place is Big Daddy's Pizza for pizza. So I plan on getting him a pizza, and then I'm going to make him a cheesecake because he loves cheesecake. So, what else I have to tell you? So today, so far, I haven't really done anything except for I finished this hat while I was talking to Miss Linda K, of course, Linda Crazy for Yarn. So yeah, I think this is the first hat that'll be going to Montana. So yep, I really like the color variations on this. I really think it's cool. So yep, that'll be going to Montana. And I'm gonna do some 5D. There's no sense really vacuuming because half of the floor back there, I can show you guys actually. Half of the floor back there, see? Those absorbent pads are the washable like bed pads. And then you see I've got bowls sitting there collecting water too. Yeah. So I'm using it for use that all I really need to do is pick up and do a little bit of dusting and stuff and not bother vacuuming because that floor underneath there is wet. So anyway, and then Brad's working all day. Well, he's closing tonight, and the store was reopening today. So, he was excited, and I was excited for him. I'm excited to hear all about it when he does get home. But he was working, let's see, oh, it's a 9.5 hour shift. So, yeah. And I'm going to get a package ready for my granddaughter for her birthday, because her birthday's on the 15th, and get that mailed out tomorrow. And I'm just going to use the rest of that, or not the rest of it. We did a great big family pack of with the chicken thighs when he barbecued it with that Korean barbecue. It comes in packets, and where like the gravy and everything comes. And so he got 2 of those, and I guess you mix it with some oil and some water and some white vinegar, I remember. And then he marinated it overnight, in a Ziploc bag. And then, like I said, we ate what we wanted last night, and then he froze the rest except for 3 pieces of it. I'm just going to throw that in a noodle mix, and then we'll have the rest of those sliced cucumbers too. So those were very good. But that's all that we really got going on right now. Oh, there's Nixie Noodle laying down by me. But yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So excuse me, this can be a little bit longer of a video. But one thing I think is very important. And I hate to ever kind of be firm with somebody. Real quick, I gotta show you something. Look what Brad found outside. Yeah, this is the bigger snail shell. And what probably happened is probably a bird got this, out of the water, and then ate it and dropped it. But this is a bigger one. But anyway, you hate to have to be firm with somebody. Um, I recently had to, and I felt really bad because I know I probably hurt her feelings, but it's really important not to surround yourself by negative sounding people. And I've even recently taken kind of a step back from a lot of the YouTube drama going on, because, quite frankly, it's getting a little overwhelming, and it's not my fight to fight, and I don't want to get involved in it. So, I just kind of watch from the sidelines, and if somebody really is getting out of hand with somebody else, maybe I'll say something, especially if they're dragging some kids in it or something, their children. But I don't want to get involved in any of the YouTube drama, and stuff. Because you kind of get sucked into it. Not like anybody's making you, okay? So don't be going that route. But you kind of get sucked into it where you start to put too much importance in that. And it's like, wait, because these are real people, for the most part. Some of them aren't. But, just hurting each other that way is. But you also got to, let me back up. Not surrounding yourself by negative people or even negative sounding, because somebody can say, oh, I'm not usually negative, it's just da da da. But I'm sorry, if you contacted me, whether it was through messenger, text, or an IM of some sort, and it's been, and maybe 10 times, and most of it's been kind of negative, then you may not even realize it, and you are. And trust me, I've been that way before, where I didn't even realize that I was getting to be so negative and bitter about whatever happened in life, or maybe some physical challenges, and you kind of drive people away. And it's very draining. It's very draining on everybody around you, because nobody likes to see other people hurting. Nobody likes to see other people suffering and stuff. But there's only so much we can do about it. It's like, let's face it, as all of us if all of us age, and if we're so lucky to be aging and getting older, but we all have some physical problem, or most of us, I won't say all. But those joints hurt a lot more than they used to. A lot of us have physical, permanent problems that, aren't going to go away, and that's something we have to deal with. And that's a hard pill to deal with, too. It can be bittersweet. When you realize that the way you're walking isn't something that you can just rehab into an exercise that's just going to make it go away. Sure, the exercise will help, but you're always going to have that problem. Let's say like osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. Exercise can help. Anti-inflammatories can help, but it's never going to go all the way away. and we're all going to hurt, and we're going to have those bad days. And it can be very hard to accept your physical limitations. I started going through that. Oh, I've always had some issues, basically since I was probably in my early 30s. But it really amped up about 5, 6 years ago. Where I had to like actually stop doing a lot of the things I was doing, and that's when the osteoarthritis increased, and that's when we learned, you know, um, what about 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, about the fibromyalgia, that yes, I did have it, and etc., and the sciatica and stuff. And then that can be a hard thing to deal with. That can be a hard thing to come to terms with and rearrange your life. But you have to make the best of it and not make everybody around you miserable, because I know people that have struggled so much every day just to be able to make it across the room. A lot of times you'll never hear them complain a bit. And I'm not near that good, okay, because I have my days too, where everything really hurts and stuff. But it's like Brad's grandmother. She had severe hip problems. She never complained a bit. Not when I was around her. Or she said that wasn't really a complaint. It wasn't her feeling sorry for herself. If you can't get out of the house, there's a million things to do in the house. Trust me. This has basically been my life, and I feel like maybe part of the reason that I lived this life of where I have been homebound for most of the marriage and stuff, even when I was physically able, was to teach me as I've gotten older in life. It's a good thing I know how to do a lot of crafts now that, there are just days that I really hurt, and like that we have one vehicle. Um, I'll find that there's a reason for everything normally, even if we don't know at the time or ever really figure it out. But, yeah, okay, plain and simple, if I have to walk very far, I'm going to be in a wheelchair. We have one. It's an oversized one. I'm a big gal, you know, plain and simple. You guys know that. But that's okay. My husband doesn't mind pushing me. I walk when I can. But yeah, uh, that's just life. You know, I don't have the stamina, and I've got enough issues and stuff that you know. In turn, though, my husband a lot of times has trouble or shouldn't be lifting a lot of stuff, and I'll lift more of that at home. You know. Um, And I know I lift a lot more than I should with the hernias. But they're not causing me any problem right now, and I am trying to be somewhat careful. But anyway, just saying, don't let yourself go down that negative road. I used to be a very negative person. I mean, I had, what stopped was I had to stop and look at myself and go, am I ever going to be happy? What if this is the best my life ever gets? Like right here and now. What if this is just it? What if I'm always going to live in this RV? What if I'm always going to be just the way I am? Do I want to sit here and be miserable? Or do I want to make the best of it? Now I firmly believe I'm not going to live the rest of my life in an RV, but you never know. And there's people that would just love to have any roof over their head. Maybe the only roof they have is a cardboard box. They hope it doesn't rain. But anyway, I had to stop and look, and I'm like, I need to start saying positive things. Every time something negative comes into my head, I need to say something positive. And it worked. And I started not being around people that were extremely negative, because they really bring me down. It kind of triggers me. I was raised in a very negative household and stuff. So, anyway, I hope any of that helps any of you guys. We got to make the best of it. If you can't walk, so what? You're still a very viable, wonderful person. That's why they make wheelchairs. You know, if you can't do certain things, there's, people to help, or there's other ways to do it, or just don't do that and do something else. That's what I say. Make lemons and lemonade. So, you know. Anyway, I love you guys, and I do think you're wonderful, and I do cherish friendship so much, and I think you're awesome, and I hope y'all have a great day. Stay warm, or stay cool and dry. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.